Well, hello everyone, and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for tuning in today to another episode. I hope you can see me. Low light conditions, but today is a cold front day. It's a front moving in, very powerful one, kind of sweeping across the country right now, and so I'm hoping the severity of it will lead to some activity on the Musky front. We're headed to a river today, a very scenic, quiet river. Water clarity excellent, by the way, and hoping that we can come into contact with one or multiple muskies. So I think the game plan is to try to throw out some straight retrieve, kind of larger, aggressive presentations, because it's cold front conditions, and that's a really good time to throw big blades and big lures and see if we can get some active fish. And then if we don't see them being active, then perhaps we'll move to some more slower moving presentations. But obviously you got to feel them out, see how they're doing, and play it from there. So we'll see you out on the water in just a second. We're just a few minutes from the boat launch, so we'll see you there. I was kind of mentioning before how you can work this shallow invader. Of course, it could always be a straight retrieve. That works because it's got great action. You know, this rubber tail on the back here, it really gives it great action. But probably an more effective way to use shallow running crankbaits is to just kind of twitch it using slack line in the beginning and some extended pauses, and then when you're about halfway through the retrieval, go into a straight retrieve and right into a figure eight. And when you're twitching it, it kind of makes it look like a dead fish, and then when you straight retrieve it, the muskie thinks it's getting away, so it initiates a strike if the twitching doesn't. So I'm casting over here because I actually see some wood. Looks like a fallen tree that's kind of peeking above the top of the water, and I'm thinking it's probably touching the bottom of the river, except right underneath us it's 10 feet. So I'm thinking there must be a drop-off potentially. There's the muskie. Don't lose them. Yeah, baby. Real quick because he's out of the net. Look at that muskie. Probably 36, 37, I would say. See if I'm right. What a beautiful fish. All right, fish number one in the bag. Real nice fish. And off she goes. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick analysis of that catch because I realized that when I got back home, the sound of my GoPro wasn't working. So quick analysis of that catch. I was using a shallow invader, 9-inch shallow invader by Musky Innovations. Frostbite perch is the color, and of course the water clarity was not very good in the early morning, so I casted this out because it has a nice rattle in it. It's flashy, got a cool color. And I basically threw it along a shelf. It was about 2 to 3 feet of water. It dipped off into 8 feet, and that muskie was hiding kind of right along that break line, and I was twitching it which I like to do in the first half of my retrieve, and then I go straight into a retrieve. And then while twitching it, he just kind of came right up and T-boned. It was such a cool strike. So yeah, we're gonna try to replicate that pattern throughout the rest of the day, and we'll see how that goes. Real quick update here for you. Oh, I don't know, it's been maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours since we caught that fish, and I've now motored up the river another 3 miles, maybe 4 miles, and so we're going to do another drift. But we've gone up farther. There's some much deeper holes, some that are 13, 14 feet deep, and so I'm hoping I can fish the shelves, and that really seems to be where the fish are hanging out. You know, you get these really shallow areas that are 2, 3 feet deep, and then it kind of drops off into 7 or 8, and you know, that's where that one fish was hanging out. So we're going to see if we can find that pattern. It's all about exploring the bottom contour of this river. There's some fallen timber, a few rocks, but that's about it. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we'll have another fish in the boat soon. Fish aren't hitting like right now. We haven't seen any. One of the best things to do is to throw a glide bait. A glide bait, you know, it just seems to trigger lethargic fish, and the way you retrieve it is just go side to side, but not in any sort of rhythmic pattern. So usually you can do like 5 glides and then 1 long extended pause. Just kind of let it hang there, and then when it hangs there, it'll sink and wobble back and forth. And then you just go 1, 2, go, let it pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, let it pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let it pause. 1, let it pause. So it's really supposed to mimic a injured bayfish, and then any lethargic muskies will be opportunistic and will take advantage. So we'll see how it works. Is he gonna come back? So cool. What a cool strike. Just beautiful. Never really gave me time to kind of set the hook. What a beautiful strike that was. Well, in an effort to cover a lot of water in these last few minutes, I've gone back to blades. So pretty much down to my last 5 or 10 casts before we call it a day. Let's hope we get one. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That was a short and fat one. All right, well, welcome back. We're back here on the same river. It's now Thursday of the following week instead of Saturday, so a totally different day. But of course, today I have a very special guest with me, my brother Josiah, who, if he looks familiar, he made it to the blooper episode of last season, of course. But he was also in the one of the first videos I ever posted in the Three Brothers trip to Stonewall Jackson Lake. So we're out here again, fishing small rivers. What's the game plan?
Catch some musky. I even left my spinning rod at home, so you know I'm serious. I'm actually fishing for musky today.
Yeah, so he basically said on the phone to me, I want to catch something big. So I said, all right, we'll make that happen, hopefully. But again, it's musky fishing, so you never know what's going to happen. So super excited. Let's get some lures wet, and we'll see you out on the water. right, so I'm rigging up some lines right now. We're getting ready. Got a Lake X toad, a white Lake X toad. Huge lure, by the way. And then on this rod, I'm going with what worked in the morning the other day. 9-inch shallow invader. So why we're starting with those, I don't really know. It's just, you know, you gotta go off hunches. 7.7. Great depth. Fish love 7.7 here. That's where I've had the most action, is right in the 7 feet of water range. The deep holes that are 10, 11, 12 feet deep. Haven't seen too many come off of holes like that. Oh, there's something following it. A little bass. Oh, look at all the little bass following it.
Bass are small on the lure.
Yep. And where little bass are, muskies are. Oh, here's a muskie. See him? Very lazy. Oh, there's one. Nope, there he is. He's still there. Come on, baby. Decent sized fish, too. Oh, dude.
Big?
Yeah. Much nicer than the other one.
Oh.
Dude, jerk it. How big was that one?
I don't know. I'm not a good musky judge.
Let it pause. It was when you let it pause, right?
Yeah.
That's two different fish, I think. I'm out of breath. I feel like I ran a marathon here. We're halfway through the day. I think it's a good time to take a break, give you an update. We have seen 4 different muskies. I raised 3. My brother just raised his first one. That was super exciting. He was like, never seen a bass so big. I go, Josiah, that's not a bass.
Incredibly false.
He says that's false. It's not how it happened. So anyway, they're lethargic. That's the thing. In this section, they seem to be a little bit more aggressive, but they're still not. I just still don't like where they're at right now with their behavior. So hopefully, as we progress later in the day, the water gets a little bit warmer. We're at 69, 70 degrees, right about there with the water temperature. So I don't know. Maybe some cloud cover, maybe a little bit warmer water temperatures will, you know, get them going. So we'll see what happens. We'll give you an update. In a couple hours, we're going to head up to the dam, see what it's like up there, and hopefully our next update will be a fish in the net. All right, see you in a bit. All right, they said we were going to be going to the dam, so here we are. Again, we've raised 4 fish, so this is kind of part 2 of today. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a fish in the boat soon. I've never seen a muskie come off this wood here. And I fished it probably 10 different times. On I fished it 10 separate days, if you can imagine that. Never have I ever. Yeah, it's not crazy deep. Oh my dude.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Speed it up. Go on the top turn. There you go.
Right as I was saying, that was over 40, I think.
All right, last spot. We're back where my brother raised his real nice muskie, and this is it. We're gonna do a loop or two around the tree, and then call it a day. It's been an interesting one to say the least, but see if we can get this muskie, this tree muskie. All right, that is all. It was an interesting day. We raised 5 fish, but we didn't catch any. And when you fish for 14 hours or 12 hours and you don't catch any fish, it makes for a tough day. I think it's Josiah's luck.
Yeah, I'm fairly bad luck.
Yeah, we went to Stonewall Jackson and it was like the worst fishing day ever, and now he's brought the bad luck here too. I put him on the fish. I can't make him bite though. So, any new thoughts about musky fishing, Josiah?
Musky fishing sucks. Going back to bass fishing. No, I'm just kidding. Musky fishing is fun when they bite, but today they didn't bite, so it wasn't fun.
Yeah,
but
that's
hey,
it.
A day in the water is still better than a day working, so can't complain.
Can't disagree with that.
Thank you for Samuel for taking me out.
Can't disagree with that. So it's yep, we'll get back at it some other day when the fish are biting. But thanks again for tuning in, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Please like and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram, SG_angling, and Facebook, SG Angling as well. Thanks again, and as always, we'll see you next time. Remember that one episode where they lost like 10 in a row?
That's a musky.
The wind got your backside of your boat?
Just getting the last licks of it.
That's a huge walleye.
Oh my!